Hello everybody, my YouTube followers, my dedicated followers. We haven't made a video, but you know what? Instead of doing a weekend video, we're gonna save that for Wednesday, and we're gonna review not one, but two. That's right, doubleheader UFC events. We were gonna review 168, but that isn't a very good thing, and I only review good things on here on this channel, like things that are awesome, whether it be movies, video games, or like other stuff. So that's kind of why I said nah. So first UFC 116, since it's the older event. So the first fight is George Strautopoulos and Kurt Pellegrino. I have no idea who these guys are, but that's okay. It's a pretty good fight. Some good back and forth action. Some good wrestling. Some good punches. Some good, I guess, a bit of everything. These are lightweights. I'm not gonna say who wins the fight, just in case if you want to watch this event. And then if anybody wants to watch it. And then the second fight is Krzysztof Szymanski versus Stephan Bonnar. These people I know, so I got a feeling it's gonna be awesome. Stephan Bonnar is one of those like super cool fighters that is really good and has always been in really entertaining fights, including his epic with Forrest Griffin, which is my personal favorite MMA fight that I've ever seen to this day. And this was a very, very entertaining fight. It wasn't fight of the night, but I would say it was second best fight of the night. It was crazy. There was huge punches and some big bombs in it. Ends with a massive TKO to the face. Just really bloody and violent. It was really entertaining. And then the third fight, Chris Lights Out Lytle, I guess you could say his nickname, versus Matt Brown. It's just kind of a little bit of a boring fight, I would say. They did some good things. It ends with a super sweet submission, and I like sweet submissions. As I've gotten into more and more into UFC, I really like ground game when it's submissions and ground and pound. But when they're just wrestling at each other, we can all agree it's a little bit boring. So it wasn't a super exciting fight, but not like a terrible fight or anything. And then the next fight is Yoshihiro Akiyama versus Chris Leben. Yo, this fight was lit, fam. This fight was very entertaining. I was like, Chris Leben seems like he has really entertaining fights. But Akiyama hasn't done too much in UFC. I don't think he's really fighting anymore. But this fight was very entertaining. This had some very epic moments, and it also ends by submission. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say who won the fight, but some very intense striking. Akiyama gets really tired in the second round. And like some good all around fight, just a very entertaining fight, like, you know, middleweights. And then the main event, Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin. This was a pretty entertaining and wild fight, like massive punches from Carwin, and then like Brock Lesnar, and the second round does really good, and it's like, dang. It's a pretty short fight, so it's not like super long like some main events, but it's a very entertaining fight. It's just kind of like how the Bonnar fight was, short and sweet and fun. And then, all right, that's the end of that. I don't know what you would rate this, but this is it also won like event of the year. And then UFC 129 DVD. It's not as good as this one, but it's still a dope pay-per-view. So first fight is Mark Bocek versus Ben Henderson. You know what? This might be, at least from what I've seen, of all the UFC pay-per-views I've watched, this is a good open. Like, sometimes the first fight isn't really that entertaining. This is a pretty entertaining fight. Some good wrestling from both lightweights. Ben Henderson is awesome, and he's cool. And Mark Bocek, I have no idea who the heck that guy is or was. So, pretty dope stuff there. And then the second fight is Vladimir Makashenko versus Jason Brills. You know, it ends super shortly, so you can't really rate the fight, but it was just like a big knockout, so that was cool. Then the third fight is Randy Couture versus Lyoto Machida, which is not a great fight, not a boring fight, but not like, because Machida's cool, but his fights are a little bit, I don't know, weird. Like, But it's still a pretty good fight, and it ends with a super sick knockout. And then the next fight, yo, this fight is so lit. Jose Aldo versus Mark Hominick. Yo, this fight was sick. Dude, this fight is one of the best UFC fights, I think, in the last 6 years or so. I mean, I haven't seen a whole bunch of UFC, but I've seen enough to say this is a dang good fight. This is a really good fight. Just super bloody and just amazing, and like good wrestling, good striking, and just like, and like Mark Hominick gets this huge thing called a hematoma, and it like he looks like an alien at one part, and you think the fight's gonna stop, but it continues going, and there's blood coming down Mark Hominick's face. I don't know if Aldo bleeds. I don't think he does, but it's a crazy fight, yo. 5 rounds of craziness. And then the main event, Georges St. Pierre, Jake Shields. Pretty good fight. It's not like a great fight, but it's a pretty good fight, and it ends the card nicely, since I feel like this event is also pretty awesome. So there's that. Something different. There you go. See you later.